Hello and happy new school year. My name is Margot DeCana, and I am the Executive Director of the Food for Kids Backpack Program. We are so excited to be working with you and your students this coming school year. Food for Kids Backpack Program was founded in 2010 by Jennifer Moore when she brought pizza and cupcakes to her daughter's class at Terwilliger Elementary School here in Gainesville. Jennifer noticed that some of the children were asking for second and third slices of pizza before many of the other kids in the class had finished their first. When she asked the teacher why the kids were so hungry, the teacher responded, "Most of those kids probably have not eaten since lunch at school on Friday." As a mom of four and a nurse, Jennifer had to act. So she founded Food for Kids Backpack Program of North Florida right there at Terwilliger Elementary with 8 students in 2010.
During the last school year, our program served 1,335 students across 4 counties in 52 schools.
We are so excited to bring our program and services to your students this coming school year. So today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how to recognize the signs and symptoms of food insecurity or chronic hunger in children, and how to refer those children to our program so that we can meet their needs. Before we get into the signs and symptoms of food insecurity, I'd love to tell you a little bit more about how our program works. Food for Kids Backpack Program provides a bag of non-perishable food items every week during the school year. We also provide larger boxes of non-perishable food items before the Thanksgiving break, winter break, and spring break each year. Our bags are packed here by volunteers on a weekly basis and then driven to your school and to your school liaison every Thursday. Whether you're a teacher, whether you work in food service, whether you are a specials teacher or a staff member or an administrator, you can help make sure that our community's food insecure children get the nourishment that they need. So, how do we determine what children in our schools are food insecure? There are a number of signs and symptoms to look out for when identifying chronically hungry children in your classroom or in your school. First, you may see them hoarding food. Do they have piles of snacks in their desk or in their book bags? Are they waiting around after lunch or snacks are served to get extra food? Are they coming to school tired, hungry? On Monday mornings, are they not prepared to learn? Are you aware of any extenuating circumstances in their family life that may be preventing them from getting enough food outside of school hours? If so, we can help. We can provide that child and their school-age siblings with food every weekend to make sure they have what they need to be ready to learn in your classroom and grow in the world. So the final step is referring that child to Food for Kids and getting them signed up for those weekly bags. That's a two-step process. First, we rely on you as teachers, administrators, and personnel in our local schools with identifying these chronically hungry children and filling out one of our enrollment forms. It's a simple form that asks some information about the child and any siblings that they might have, but it also is going to ask you some qualitative questions about the signs and symptoms of their hunger. Once that form is filled out, please make sure you give that to your school liaison to make sure that that form gets to us here at Food for Kids. After that form is received by us, your school liaison will then send home a consent form for that child's parents to sign. The consent form is very important. It collects additional information about the family, including other children in the home who may be school-aged but attending other schools or who may be under the age of 5. It also lets us get consent from the parents to send our food bags home, and it serves as a waiver against any allergens or other items in the bags. Once we receive the enrollment form and a signed consent form from the parents, we are able to provide that child with a bag of food that same week or the very next week, depending on when those forms are received. We do ask our school liaisons to provide feedback on a weekly basis about which children took the bags home, how many bags you have left, because that helps us plan how many bags we need to pack the following week, and how many bags we need to deliver to your school. I cannot thank you enough for helping us here at Food for Kids make sure that we can nourish our future. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or anyone else on our team anytime. Thanks to you, we can make sure there are no more hungry kids in our community.